Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a best of 2018. These are all the products that I thought were amazing in 2018, and definitely if I could only keep these products in going into 2019, these are the products that I'd keep, even though there is a lot of makeup I will be talking about. If you're interested to see what my 2018 beauty favorites were, then just continue watching. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I think we're gonna start out with face because that's mostly what I have here. So the first primer I have here is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is kind of like a cream primer there. This is up during Macy's 50% off sale. This is also the primer that I'm wearing under my foundation. I just feel like my skin looks and my foundation looks really nice when I wear this as a primer, and it has vitamin C, E, and also shea butter, so which are good for your skin. If you're not sure about this, I would definitely pick it up. I was first kind of like, is it actually really good? Because a lot of the bigger influencers here do really love this, but I can say that this is very beautiful and I would definitely repurchase this if I ever ran out of it. Another primer that I really enjoyed this year was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a primer and moisturizer in one. This is a new one. I did finish up one this year, and I just really liked how moisturizing this was, which was a plus, and then it also helped as a primer. It was kind of a little tacky, which really helped the foundation kind of adhere to your skin. It just looked really beautiful, and it also really hydrates your skin. So this is another primer that I really enjoyed. Another primer that I enjoyed this year was the Too Faced Primed in Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, and this does come with a pump. I am almost done with this. I got this year. I remember picking this up because a lot of people were raving about it, and when I went into Sephora and I swatched on the back of my hand, you can tell that my hand was blurred and really smoothing, so that is why I picked it up. And yes, I have not had any issues when I've been using this. I'm really into smoothing and pore refining and just looking super airbrushed, which sometimes I don't look that way, but that's my main goal most of the time. But yeah, I really enjoyed this primer, and I also do recommend this. And then the last primer that I recommend and loved is this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. It's also a smoothing primer. I have the little deluxe size, and then it does also come with a pump. This also does really smooth out my skin and also gives it a blurred effect, which I really enjoyed. And again, another beautiful smoothing primer from... Looks like I had a lot of high-end primers. I guess I need to test out more of the drugstore side primers, but I did start using the NYX Pore Filler, and that one works really well. So if you have enlarged pores like I do, my nose area and then on the side of my nose, definitely check that one out. I didn't use it a lot to really become a favorite of mine, but I have been using that and I have been enjoying it. Next up, I have setting powders. The first one is an actual powder, which is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. It has vitamins E, B3, and B5. I have mine in the shade 710 Classic Ivory. And these ones I seem to be running a little dark. I don't know. This is again Classic Ivory, and it just works really well for me. I love this powder because it just looks very airbrushed. Your skin looks airbrushed, and it just gives you a little extra more coverage. I have really been blown away every time I wear this powder. My skin looks really beautiful. So this is a beautiful powder from the drugstore that I would definitely recommend you guys checking out. Another powder from the drugstore that I love is this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade 10 Fair Light. I picked this up because it's like a light yellow powder, and it's almost out actually, but I love it. It's from the drugstore, super affordable, and my skin again looks airbrushed. This is what I'm wearing on my face to set my foundation. I just feel like this is the best loose powder I've tried from the drugstore, and yeah, if you guys have not checked this out, definitely check it out. It's super good. The next powder that I've been loving that's high-end is by Too Faced. It's the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and this powder looks beautiful on the skin as well. I feel like I like this powder more than the Maybelline Fit Me. I just feel like my skin looks more beautiful. It doesn't look heavy. Again, this makes your skin look airbrushed also. Again, another great powder. And then the last powder that I've been enjoying, that I really enjoyed, I got this in my BoxyCharm for December and I've just haven't put it down since I got it, is by Pretty Vulgar. This is the Powder Room Matte About It. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's very, very beautiful packaging. It helps me stay matte all day long. And this powder with another foundation that I'll be talking to you guys really soon, it's just like the perfect combination. My skin looks beautiful. It looks like your skin, but better, like if that makes any sense. It helped me stay matte longer periods than any other powder has, and it just looks really pretty and natural on the skin. I like this powder. If you have got this in your BoxyCharm, pull it out. It's really good. So I have 3 standout concealers for 2018. The first one was this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I have mine in the shade 106. This applicator is really nice. Like, you can squeeze it out and kind of apply it on there, which is nice. Very affordable. You can pick this up as cheap as like $3 I've seen, and it has really good coverage. I think I've seen BH Cosmetics at Ulta, like the concealers at Ulta, so you can pick these up at Ulta, get some points, use up some coupons as well, and this just gives really good coverage, and it's from the drugstore again, so I like that concealer. Another concealer that I've been really enjoying, it's newer to my collection, but every time I've used it, I just love the coverage it gives me, is this one by Jouer. This is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's a soft matte concealer. I have mine in the shade Toast. When I've used this concealer, I just feel like my under eyes look great. It has the coverage. It looks very beautiful on the under eyes, so I'd recommend that one as well. And then another one that I really have been loving as well is by Too Faced, which is the Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Beige, and I also have Vanilla. Light Beige is what I'm wearing right now. I feel like Light Beige is good for like everyday use, whereas Vanilla is more for like higher intensity coverage and highlighting the face. But again, another beautiful concealer. I feel like my under eyes again also look very nice and hydrated, and it has pretty good coverage, and I also have been enjoying this as well. The last powder, I guess I have another one. I had it standing up with my foundation, so I thought it was a foundation, but it's another powder, and it's the RCMA No Color Powder. It's the original No Color Powder. I don't know if there's another one because it says original, so that's why I said it, but this is so good. It also helps me stay matte longer periods of time. I'll have to test this and see which one helps me stay matte or if they're pretty comparable. But this is so good. I hate the packaging. It's super horrible. I recently decluttered my powders and I had like very little amount on my Laura Mercier powder container that's like this, that has a sifter. Wash it out, let it like air out any water or anything, so I can stick some of this in there, so I'll be able to use this powder with a sifter now instead of having to take like the whole cap off and making a big old mess. This is again really nice, really mattifying, and also looks really, really nice on the skin. So another powder that I've been enjoying. I have 3 face primers that I really love this year. The first one is the MAC Fix Plus. I actually started using this year. I've used it like a couple years ago, but I hadn't used it in a while again. So I started using it again this year. I had a couple in my backup drawer and I'm like, why am I not using this? I have it. I use this to set my face. It really helps to kind of make your powder sink into the skin and just makes your skin look super, super beautiful, and I've been enjoying this. This one is by Milani. This is the Make It Last setting spray. You can prime and set with this. I've never primed my skin with this, but you can. Supposedly. I don't know. I've never tried it. But this also really helps set everything on my skin. I've repurchased this multiple times and I have backups. This is actually new. I used up my other one, so I just decided to pull this new one out and be able to share with you guys how much I really enjoyed this. And then the next up is foundations. And it looks like the drugstore killed it with foundations this year, because I've mostly been loving like drugstore / affordable foundations more. So I'm going to go ahead and start with what I'm wearing on my skin right now, which is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 460 Golden Beige. This is beautiful on the skin, and this is a foundation that I paired with this, and they just both look super beautiful together. This foundation is affordable. You can get this at Ulta. I'm not sure if it's available in Walmart yet. This is a newer foundation in my collection. I got this like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Couple weeks, and I just really love it. At the end of the day, my skin looks really beautiful. I feel like it looks pretty natural on the skin. It doesn't look super heavy on, and it lasts a very long time. I usually wear my foundations like 12 hours a day, like if I'm going to work, and this just looked beautiful on the skin again. Another drugstore foundation that I really enjoyed this year was the one by Physicians Formula. This is the Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex, and I have mine in the shade MW2. This is a glass bottle, so definitely be careful if you travel with this, but this looks really nice and like natural on the skin. It looks like your skin but better, and it's just a beautiful like everyday foundation. The applicator is kind of like a concealer one, which is kind of different, but I really like it either way. I like using this for everyday use. It's very nice. Another foundation that's like everyday, like a your skin but better, is this one by Koki Cosmetics. This is the Skin Perfect HD foundation. I have mine in the shade 40W. Another beautiful foundation that's perfect for everyday use. You can get medium to full coverage. It has a really natural finish onto the skin, and I really enjoyed this one as well. Another foundation from the drugstore that I really enjoyed also, or you can find it at Ulta, is this one by Catrice. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and it's in the shade 35 Natural Beige, and this one's really mattifying, and also it's like your skin but better. Again, you get the coverage. It just looks super pretty. Your skin looks airbrushed with this. I keep saying everything looks airbrushed, but that's the reason why I like them. Like everything that I'm mentioning is because it just makes my skin look super, super nice. This is a good foundation. If you haven't tried it yet, check it out. People were comparing this foundation to the Fenty Beauty foundation, the No Filter foundation, which is also a really pretty foundation, but I just like this one a little better. Another drugstore foundation that I enjoyed this year was this one by Flower Beauty. It's the Light Illusion All Day Wear. I have mine in the shade Nude L3, and also a glass packaging. It looks really nice and fancy, and you get a pump in this. I like that all of these foundations are pump, except for this one. This one's a dropper, which is kind of not my favorite, but I like the finish, so I'm willing to look that over. It says it's a luminous foundation. I don't find it to be luminous, like luminous how I don't like to look, but I think it looks really pretty, and it's a really great everyday foundation again. And then the last drugstore slash affordable foundation I have here is by LA Colors. This is the Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation. This is in the shade Soft Beige. This does have like medium to high coverage. This looks beautiful if you want like a high coverage affordable foundation. Pick this one up. This is like less than $5, I believe. It's pretty much like a medium high. You can get high coverage with this. So another great foundation. Check it out. It's like $5 or less. Two more foundations to share with you guys. These are both high end. The first one is by NARS. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have mine in the shade Fiji. It's not matte. It's like a soft matte on me. It does say it's like natural radiant. So yeah, it looks really pretty and natural, and again, not heavy at all. I'm more into like medium coverage foundations. I feel like this one has the most coverage from all of these that I'm mentioning, but they all look really pretty on the skin again. And then the last one that I really enjoy is this one by Cover FX. This is the Power Play Foundation in the shade G+40. This is beautiful. Natural, your skin but better. Super long wearing. This is new to my collection, but I just had to mention it in my favorites video because it looks super beautiful, and I can't wait to use more of this in 2019. 3 bronzers to mention. The first one is this one by Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Bronzer in just bronzer, and I have hit pan on mine. This is also in a project pan that I have going on, but this smells delicious. It looks beautiful on the skin. Is also what I kind of use to contour slash bronze up my face. Just looks really beautiful, and it smells again delicious. Another bronzer that I enjoyed this year was this one by Too Faced. This is the Sweethearts Bronzer. It's a baked luminous glow bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. Kathleen Lights made me buy this. She raved about it, and it just looks really pretty on the skin. It's more like a cool toned luminous bronzer. It looks very beautiful on the skin. Again, if you're looking for a pretty luminous bronzer, check this one out. And then the last like contour, it's a palette, is by Smashbox. This is the Cali Contour, and you get a highlighter, a blush, and 2 like contour and bronzing powders, and this is also very beautiful. It's great for traveling. I actually have the eBates face palette. That's the first one that I picked up, and I liked it so much that I'm like, I'm gonna get this one because this one's not limited edition, whereas the eBates one is. And I just love these kinds of tones for every day. I can mix both of them. I can bronze up the face, I can contour the face, I can highlight the face, and I could also use this to set my under eyes for concealer. I just think you have it all in this contouring palette, which I love, and I have traveled with this and I've enjoyed. So I have so many favorites, you guys. Next up is blush. The first one here that I've enjoyed during the fall winter season right now. This one by MAC. This is the Make You Mine Pro Longwear blush. I don't think they have this anymore, which is very unfortunate. It's super pretty, like terracotta burnt shade. Like, it's just beautiful. I actually got this from Hot Look, which they probably don't have this shade anymore, but this is very beautiful. The blush that I enjoyed a lot this year also was this one by Laura Geller. This is the Blush and Brighten Baked Blush in Tropic Hues. We got this in our BoxyCharm, so if you were not like really into this blush, pull it out. It's really nice and pigmented, and it just looks really pretty on the skin. A beautiful like summery color. And then another blushes that I've been enjoying were these ones by LA Girl. They're the Just Blushing blushes. This one's in Just Bare, and then this one is in Just Playful. Again, I'm super into like nudie pinkish tone blushes, so these were also ones that I enjoyed, and they're really long wearing. And then I have two blush type palettes that I enjoyed. This one is by ABH, and it's in the shade Peachy Love. You can pick this up at Ulta, but I did pick this up at Marshall's. I did enjoy like mixing these two. I didn't really use this one over here, but I think these ones would be pretty during like the summertime. They're very pigmented. Again, check out Marshall's or TJ Maxx. These are like $10. Check them out. You will rather pay 10 bucks than 20, because that's how much you'll pay at Ulta. And then another one that's not available anymore, I don't think, is by ABH again. This is the blush kit in Radiant. Another beautiful blushes that you get in here. I've just been enjoying these ones. Again, just something that I've really been into lately, and just really been enjoying these blushes. Super unfortunate that they don't have this anymore. I think it was limited edition. Last time I tried to link this in a video, I couldn't find it. So if you find it at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, because I did find this at Marshall's a couple months ago, so I don't know if you'll still be able to find this. Pick it up, it's super good. So the last face products I have for you guys is highlighters, and the first one that I love so much was a collab with Dose of Colors and I Love Sarai. This is in the shade Soulmate. It's a really pretty blinding highlight. It looks dark in the pan, but once you have it on your skin, it's just very beautiful. I think you can still find this even though it's limited edition. Get your hands on this. Very beautiful gold highlight. They also do have like a pinky toned highlight, which was called Bathe. I do have that, but from both of them, I prefer Soulmate. And then the highlight that I'm actually wearing today is this one right here. This is by LA Colors. This is the Strobing Illuminating Powder in the shade Champagne. This is beautiful. As you can see, my skin looks like wet, and it looks beautiful and radiant and illuminated. I love this. This is like $3. I got this at Family Dollar. Check it out. Super pretty. I saw some people comparing this to the ABH times Emrezi highlighter. So if you want something affordable, check this one out. Another highlight that I really enjoyed this year was by Jouer. This is the outer highlighter in the shade Citrine. Mine is cracked, so it's kind of crumbling. I probably need to repress it, but this is what it looks like. Another beautiful gold, stunning highlighter. I didn't really want to swatch anything because this video is going to be super long, but this is what it looks like. Very beautiful highlight. If you're eyeing any of the Jouer highlights, definitely pick that one up. Another highlight that I enjoyed was this one by Pixi. This is the Glowy Gossamer Duo in Delicate Dew. I do have both of them. They did send them to me, but this one is just the one that I really enjoyed again. And they just look wet on the skin and very beautiful as well. I would definitely recommend you guys picking this up if you see it at Target. Again, pick it up. It's really nice. And I have two face palettes that are highlighters. The first one is by MAC. This is the Hyper Real Glow, and I have mine in the pink version. They have two versions. They have a pink version and they have a gold version, but I have the pink one. This is another highlighter that makes your skin look really luminous and very beautiful. If you're eyeing these, definitely pick one up and pick one up that you're like most gravitated towards. I like gold highlights, but I feel like that gold palette is more for like deeper complexion. So that's the reason why I picked up this one, but this one is very beautiful. And then the last one that I have here for highlighter is this Revolution Face Quad in Incandescent. This is really nice as well, and it also looks very luminous on the skin. And I don't want to keep saying wet. It looks beautiful on the skin. It gives the same effect as what I have now. And you get 4 shades. Again, very affordable. You can find this at Ulta. Definitely pick it up if you're eyeing it. They have this one. This one's the lighter version. They also have a deeper version of this, but I did go with the lighter version. Now for eye products. I guess I have one more face/eye product. I don't know. This is the CoverGirl. I have the packaging right here. I took it out. It's the Easy Breezy Brow Micro Fine and Define Brow Pencil, and this is what it looks like if you're looking for it in the store. It's just kind of like a brow whisk type pencil. It's in the shade Rich Brown. I'm not the best at brows, and sometimes my brows look super good and sometimes they don't. A lot of the time they don't. And this one, I just feel like it makes my brows look really nice and like feathery and really natural. I really like this brow pencil. If you're eyeing for a naturalish type brow pencil, check that CoverGirl one out. I have 2 lashes that I enjoyed this year. The first ones are the ones that I'm wearing. Tati lashes in the style TL10. This is just the packaging, but this is what they are. That's again what I'm wearing. They just look really nice and full and flary. Those are the type of lashes that I like, and I find that these ones are really comfortable to wear. You don't feel them at all. Sometimes when you wear like thicker band lashes, they kind of weigh down on your eyes, but I don't find that these ones do. I have another pair of Tati lashes that my friend Naya sent me, so thank you, but I haven't used those yet. But I have used these and I really like these. The last pair of lashes that I really used a lot of this year were these ones by Eyelure. These are the Baroque Soft Mink Style Effect lashes. These aren't mink lashes. These Tati ones, I think they are, but these ones aren't. And you can see here that they're nice and flary and beautiful. And these are my favorite. Every time like I wore like flary lashes, it was these ones. I think I've gone through like 3 pairs of these, because once I take the lash glue off, I end up ripping them, so I have to buy a new pair. But again, these ones are really nice and flary, and these ones are also comfortable on the eyes. So if you're looking for a really pretty, nice flary type lash, check these ones out. I have 2 liners that I enjoyed this year. The first one is by The Balm. It's the Schwing Liquid Liner. I'm really into like felt tip liners, and it's just really nice, dark, and precise, and it's long wearing. Really enjoy this liner. Definitely check this one out. And then one from the drugstore is by NYX. This is the Epic Ink Liner in also the shade black. And this one's more like a brush applicator, but it's still kind of felt tip enough where it's not going to kind of go wherever it wants, like brush ones, like the ones with the brush, like those ones I do not like, because I just feel like I can't get like a really precise wing liner. But these 2 liners I really enjoyed this year. Oh, also another liner that I enjoyed a lot were these ones by Suva Beauty. They have like colorful liners, as you can see, and then they also do have a black. I like these because they're not gels. These ones actually activate with water. You can kind of see right there. I only kind of just wet my brush, or you can just wet like a little part of this and then just swirl your brush in there, and then it's really nice and opaque. I like that these are hard and they activate again with water and they won't dry out. I picked up this black one recently, so I'm excited to try this one out. I haven't used it yet, but again, I'm excited. I hate like gel liners. I don't have very many of them because I do find again that they dry out, and then I use them like maybe 5 times and I don't use them again because they're dried out. But I think I have like 10 of these, and I picked them up when they were like buy one get one free. And then recently they had these on sale for $1, so I picked 2 of them up, but I did have to pay for shipping, so it ended up being like $8, which is better than paying full price for them, kind of. I don't know, but these ones are nice. Check those out. I have 2 mascaras that I enjoyed. They're both from Essence. This one is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, and then this one is the Falsies Lashes Dramatic Volume Unlimited. I'm always looking for like mascaras that do like volumize my lashes, so I find that the wands on both of these are pretty similar, and I don't really prefer one or the other. As you can see, like the wands are pretty similar there. I do find that it gives me volume and also length. Both of these do. They're really affordable. They're like $3, I think. a lot of the time at Ulta they have like a buy one get one half off. I have backups of those. Like those are the ones that I'm always constantly going through because I really love them. Next up I have eyeshadows for you guys. ColourPop has been one of my favorite shadow formulas this year, and these two in particular have been like shadow palettes that I've really enjoyed. This first one is the Dream Street by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop, and I just love the color scheme. I love that you get like neutrals and pops of colors. Another one that I really enjoyed this year is the Good Sport palette, and I love the color scheme in here. Definitely a fall time palette, but I use color like all the time, and I just really like this palette. I like that you get purples, you get the warm colors, a burgundy, a dark like gray green color, you get some shimmers. This is a really pretty palette. Another affordable palette that I enjoyed this year a lot was this one by Bad Habit. This is the After Dark palette. This is a dupe to the Huda Beauty palettes, and this is a dupe to the Warm Obsessions, I believe, and super pigmented. There is a lot of kickback on this. If you can't afford like the OG Huda palettes, I would definitely recommend picking these up. I actually have some Huda mini palettes that are in my favorites as well. Another palette that I enjoyed this year was this one by Morphe. This is the 35M palette, and this is beautiful. I took this with me on my trip to New York and I enjoyed it. The colors are beautiful. I love that you get variety of shades, and the pigmentation is beautiful as well. Morphe's killing it with their formula lately. It's really nice compared to what it was before. Definitely I've been enjoying that. Juvia's Place is another one that I really enjoyed this year. Magic palette, and here's what that looks like. If you guys can see that I'm more into like color than natural shades, and you can tell by the eye look I'm wearing as well, I guess. But Juvia's Place is where it's at. Very affordable. You get a lot of shadow. These pans are as big as probably like the Makeup Forever pans. They're really pigmented. Again, very affordable. And you can also find Juvia's Place at Ulta. Now we're gonna go into high-end-ish. This one's like a $30 palette, so yeah, I guess it could be high-end. This is the Ace Beauté Paradise Fallen palette, and here's what this looks like. You get purples, you get some like kind of neutral shades, but you get more cool tones in here than warm tones. Really pigmented, and I do find that these are a little powdery, so a little bit goes, again, a long way. Definitely check Ace Beauté out if you haven't already. I know we got an Ace Beauté palette in our BoxyCharm last month, I believe. I haven't used it yet. I've heard a lot of people love it, so I need to use mine, but this one is really nice. And then another one by Dose of Colors is this one in Sassy Siennas. Another beautiful powdery-ish palette, but I love the color scheme in here. The pigmentation is very nice, and I love the looks that I've created when I use this palette. So very pretty palette. Definitely recommend these palettes from Dose of Colors as well. I have 3 more palettes to talk about. Trying to zoom through. Huda Beauty palettes. I love the Bad Habit. The dupe is really good, but the original palettes are really nice as well. These are the 2 stone palettes. I have 3 of them. I also have emerald, but these 2 are the standout ones that I did pick up. This is Ruby Obsessions, which is my birthstone, and the look that I created when I used this palette was beautiful. The pigmentation is beautiful as well, and I like this palette. Another one that I really enjoyed is Topaz Obsession. I really enjoyed the looks that I got on this. Like, I really like these like really warm toned colors there. Very pretty palette. I did enjoy both of these palettes this year. And then the last palette that I enjoyed was this one by Natasha Denona. This is the Blue Purple palette, and this is what the inside looks like. Mine is pretty much well loved. It's very messy. The shimmer shades are beautiful. If you're wondering what's on my eyes, it's actually Natasha Denona Gold palette, and on the inner part, like this extra shimmer, is actually a Stila glitter. I think it's Smoldering Satin. It's in my project pan, so I'm trying to use it up as much as I can. But Natasha Denona, I love their shadows. The big palettes is where it's at. I find that the formula is really good. The little mini palettes are not where it's at. I wouldn't recommend you guys picking a mini palette. I know Natasha Denona is super expensive, but it's definitely worth it, and I've really been enjoying them. I know I haven't tried like the Safari palette and also the one in the blue packaging that was limited edition as well. I've heard not so good things about those. Mixed reviews, yes, good and not good, but this palette right here and also the gold palette that I've tried, I've been enjoying. So we're almost to the end. I have a few products left, which is just lippy products. The first lippy product that I used the end of like mid-December was this one by Joa Beauty. This is the Water Matte Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Dragon Punch. We'll go ahead and swatch these, but it's a really pretty comfortable matte formula on the lips. This is the only color I have, but I would love to pick up more of those. Another comfortable formula that I tried this year was by Pixi, and this one is in the shade Matte Beige. I really like the applicator on this. It really lets you be really precise to apply your lip color, which is the next shade right there. Again, this is really comfortable. It's a really comfortable matte finish on the lips, and I really enjoy this formula. Another formula that I recently started using is by Pop Beauty. These are the Permanent Pout Liquid Lipsticks. This one's a limited edition shade. This one is in Sweet Harmony. In my last video, in my 18 and 2018, I was using one of these. These are very comfortable also, and I do enjoy this color a lot, and these are very comfortable on the lips. I would definitely recommend them. Another one that I enjoyed, and it's what I'm wearing on my lips. I don't wear a lot of like peachy nude colors, but this is like my go-to peachy nude every time I need a peachy nude color. This is by Maybelline in the shade Clay Crush. And there is what that color looks like. Kind of swatched it all crazy, but I really enjoyed these like matte lipstick formulas, again from Maybelline. Another lippy that I love is by ColourPop. These are the Matte X Lippy Sticks. This is in the shade Weekender. Red shades are actually my favorite shades to wear. It's my favorite color also, but I really like this formula. I tend to use like liquid lipsticks for like reds and burgundies and just deeper shades. Just don't want like deeper shades to run throughout the day or anything, but this one is beautiful and it's really bright as well, and the Matte X formula is really comfortable. Another lipstick that I really loved and would pick up a full size is this one by Pat McGrath. This is in a mini. It's in the shade Flush 3. This color is beautiful, and these are like my tone types of colors right there. It's like a rosy brown color. Pat McGrath lipsticks are super pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way, but these are really nice and comfortable on the lips. And then I also did enjoy the Too Faced liquefied matte liquid lipsticks. This is in the shade Gingerbread Girl. This is like a red brown color. I did pick up Kylie Velvet lipstick in the shade Shook, and this is pretty much the same, just that that one's like a velvet finish, whereas this is a matte finish. So if you guys want either or, like that's kind of like comparing them. But I like all these tones of colors to wear like on an everyday basis. Guys, we made it to the end. So those were all the products I loved in 2018. Those were my best of 2018 products. Let me know down below if any of these products you enjoyed as well, or what products did you enjoy that you think I need to try out. I may have it in my collection, so I may just need to try it out or pick it up if I don't. I hope you guys all had a great 2018, and I hope 2019 is better for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.